Downstate Medical Center traces its roots to 1860, the year the first medical school class graduated from the Long Island College Hospital Collegiate Division. Those 21 graduates were the first in a long line of notable downstate-trained physicians. The new school was hospital-based, and the faculty taught in a way that was new for its time. In 1861, the program on military medicine started in response to the Civil War. One graduate from the class of 1863 was Alexander Skene, who gained notoriety in the field of gynecology. Skene's glands are named for him. Ambulance service started in the 1870s. In the 1880s, the Alumni Association was founded with Dr. Skene as its first president. Sanitary science was added to the curriculum, and the Hoagland Lab was built for research in infectious diseases. By the 1890s, diphtheria antitoxin and TB studies were a major focus of the Hoagland Lab. An 1897 fire on Ellis Island pressed Litch into service. We became the gateway hospital for those new Americans. The turn of the 20th century brought the founding of the Long Island Society of Anesthetists, later became the American Society of Anesthesiologists. The Arbuckle Memorial Building was completed in 1915, increasing the hospital capacity to 500 beds. Doctors and nurses from Litch were needed over there, so they joined the armed forces and served in World War I. Dorothy Bacher was the first female graduate in 1919. 1929 saw the first microdissection of a kidney performed by SUNY's first distinguished professor, Dr. Jean Redmond Oliver. In 1930, the Collegiate Department of Litch splits off to become the Long Island College of Medicine. World War II created a new need for medical officers, and in 1941, the school began an accelerated schedule with students graduating in 3 years instead of 4. In the 1950s, the Long Island College Hospital merged with the State University of New York to form the SUNY Downstate Medical Center. Dr. Clarence Dennis used his new heart-lung machine in New York State's first successful open-heart surgery. The Basic Sciences Building opened, dedicated by President Dwight Eisenhower. The first hospital-based training for midwives and the first trauma center in the United States were established. Doctors Brooks, Hoffman, and Vasale made discoveries that led to the development of today's cardiac pacemakers. In 1964, a hemodialysis program was established. University Hospital of Brooklyn and the Colleges of Nursing and Health-Related Professions were added in 1966. The SUNY Downstate chapter of the Society of the Sigma Xi was established in 1969. During the 1970s, Dr. Samuel Kuntz performed more kidney transplants than any other surgeon in the United States. Dr. Hugh Carroll's research led to breakthroughs in the treatment of diabetic coma. The world's first portable hemodialysis machine was conceived and built by Dr. Eli Friedman. The first MRI images were produced by Dr. Raymond Damadian, and endothelium-derived relaxing factor was discovered by Dr. Robert Furchgott. The 1980s brought the study of HIV in women and children, led by Drs. Jack Dehovitz, Sheldon Landesman, Herman Mendez, and Howard Minkoff. Dr. Gerald Dees received honors from the Federal Food and Drug Administration, and groundbreaking for the Health Science Education Building took place. During the 1990s, Dr. Henry Begleiter's research led to the discovery of an abnormality in the brains of the sons of alcoholics. The gene responsible for Marfan syndrome was discovered by Dr. Brendan Lee and colleagues in 1991. The Arthur Ashe Institute for Urban Health was founded in 1992. Downstate's first white coat ceremony was held in 1995, and in 1998, Dr. Robert Furchgott received the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for identifying the fundamental role of nitric oxide in the regulation of cardiac function. Dr. Furchgott is SUNY's first Nobel laureate in any discipline. The start of the new millennium saw neurology researchers Dr. Todd Sachter and Dr. Andre Fenton conduct important research on how human memory is stored. In 2009, Dr. Pascal James Imperato, as founding dean, established the School of Public Health and still serves as its current dean. SUNY Downstate, celebrating 150 years of medical education in Brooklyn, New York. A diverse legacy, a bright future.